Hey guys, welcome back to Decker Does It DIY. Today, I'm out here in the shop thinking about starting on a project that's I've been putting off for about 3 years. The reason being is because before I even started this project, I wanted to get me a router lift. So I finally got me a router lift on a Black Friday sale at Woodcraft on a Jessem Router Lift II for my 1617 Bosch router that I have tucked away on the shelves back here for the past 2 years. My idea was to build table saw extensions on my Craftsman 113 table saw. I've watched videos on YouTube of how people do it. Some of them give them a good explanation of how they do stuff, others not so much, but I'm going to show you what I do. A couple of years ago, I found a couple pieces of material that's really hard. It doesn't flex. It's heavy. It's slick. So those are all bonuses right there. So I was thinking it would be a good candidate to make a router top with. So I figured I'll just utilize the space that I have on my table saw and put a router lift on it. But in order to do that, I have to make all the stuff to make this happen. And I'll show you what I have here. I'm not exactly what this stuff is. I know it's hard. It's a composite or some type of stuff that's chemically made. It's hard as hell. It's right under a 1/2 inch thick, and I have 2 of these boards. I haven't had a wing on this table saw in probably 2 or 3 years. Once I put this fence on here, I lost all support for my wings. I took the stock fence off because it was just terrible. But with this Vega fence, there's no support as you would see on like a Delta table saw or something like that. See, it's all open, or it's not attached on the back. So this wing has been flopping around for a while, and it was flopping around so bad on the other side, so I just took it off because I never really used this side of the table saw. What I've done so far, I found got a couple pieces of, this is aluminum angle, and I took it to work and I slotted out where all the holes go on the table saw and put some Allen head bolts in. It's got an overhang of about 1 inch and 1 inch this way, and I still got plenty of clearance here where I can raise it up and down. Here's the router lift I bought. It's a Jessem Router Lift II. It's not the super expensive one, but this is all I need to do the job. It'll lift it in small increments, lock it in, and that's exactly what I wanted. So I built some legs at work. It's got adjustable feet. They're all stainless. Screw them into the bottom of the board, so that will help support it on the end. Make some type of box for my router lift to collect all the dust and everything like that. They'll have some type of dust collection system to where I can use my dust right system on it. That's the plan. So I guess I'm going to set this table saw up and try to get 19 inches out of one of these sides. Hopefully my table saw will cut this stuff, but we'll find out. table saw cut it relatively pretty good. It smells awful. I don't know what this stuff is, but it's, like I said, it's hard. Make a good push block. Other board, I'm going to cut it in the same location but 1 inch smaller square. I want the bottom layer to support the router lift, if that makes any sense, before I go glue it up. After still debating on how I'm going to cut this out, I went ahead and took some white spray paint, sprayed the inside, let it dry, and then I'll pull this tape off and it should give me a nice clean mark of where this top board is going to get cut out. After looking at this radius on this router plate, I noticed that an 1.25" Forstner bit is perfect for that curve. I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to mess this up. Whew. I finally got them holes drilled. That's why I think this will make a good router table. pushing all my weight on this thing, it never flexed. So you double it up, perfect router table. Okay, what I'm doing here now, I'm just setting up a board because I'm going to use my cordless skill saw, and I have an 1 3/8 distance from here to here. I'm just trying to set 1 3/8 or a little under 1 3/8 right here so I can have some to route out, is all I'm doing. Trying to make a cut from this circle to this circle and do all 4 sides the same way. Here goes nothing. Okay, here I just have my flush trim bit, my cordless router, and I got the depth set. This is just a guide because once I put this on the edge, it will help keep it upright, keep it straight. So I'm going to go ahead and make a pass down through here. Hopefully I don't mess this up. Do the same on the other side. Okay, this is the second time I've had to record this. I went to get the SIM card out of my DJI Action 3 to upload the footage to put on this video, and my SIM card shot up in the air and I can't find it right now. So right now I'm using my phone. I'm trying to record this again, show you what I did and how it looks. It's probably been 4 or 5 days since I've been out here, and what I did, I laminated the 2 boards together, and I just got done taking the clamps off of it, scraping the excess glue off, setting down the router plate into the hole to make sure everything fits and everything, and it does. What I did, I installed all of the set screws to lift this up flush to the table. In each one of my corners I drilled and tapped them. These are 1/4 20 bolts. I used a 13/64 drill bit, and this stuff surprisingly taps real good. So drilled it, tapped it, run the bolts through, and then brought these up to where everything's flush. These are all the accessories that come with the Jessem Router Lift II Get your 3 Allen wrenches for your set screws, your bolts to bolt it down, and this set screw right here is for underneath here for putting your router in the housing and everything, locking it down. It also comes with a lift handle. Up and down smooth action. Also comes with a insert remover, which it's hard to do this one-handed. Loosens like that, pops out. Comes with your little guide here. And what I still have to do, I'm going to cut out a channel right here so I can drop in, be able to use a miter gauge with it and everything. As far as the fence, I'm really not for sure what I'm going to do. Might end up using my Vega fence on my table saw, integrate it into that somehow once I mount it right here. But I'm going to probably end up doing that on another video. I don't want this video to get too long. It's probably already long as it is. And another thing, I'll probably use a flush trim bit right here just to get these smooth again, and maybe an 1/8 inch round over right here to round this over just a little bit and on the corners so I don't grab myself. But other than that, I just pretty much got to put the legs on it and mount it to the table, but I'll do that in the next video. But if y'all enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe. It's free, don't cost nothing. But I think we're up to almost 700 subscribers now, so it's pretty cool. So appreciate all of the new subscribers and my existing ones. I'm glad y'all came back for this video, and it won't be long. I finally had this thing mounted onto the table. But until then, y'all have a good one.